Let's do this. Myth, lore, and ponies.
This is Whisperface here for Rarity Investigates. In the episode, Rarity uses the time-helping Rainbow Dash both to emulate her favorite fictional detective, Shadow Spade, whom by her name I assume is good at digging up clues, and to show off her latest fashion line, inspired by said detective. Rarity narrates throughout the episode with two well-timed places where she accidentally speaks aloud. Likewise, Rainbow Dash has two instances of freaking the awesome out and doing her little sky dance. The idea of using Rarity as the detective was one I did not expect on the last mystery episode. The Mystery on the Friendship Express homage was paid to cinema. It was fascinating to see this one doing noir with twists on the genre. The visual black and whiting of the screen, as well as the references of each costume, was quite fun. The first gown with the gold trim that Rarity wears is made of silk, much like Wind Rider's scarf. It is there to foreshadow the stain that would become his undoing, as hers is stained by tea. The second outfit she pulls out of the chest sets the stage for her to instantly change costumes with hardly a harpy in between, and thus the mystery begins. She dons the classic fedora and trench coat worn by all serious detectives. This outfit originated in the time that radio plays were being switched over to black and white television. The classic look that conveys a sense of power and a little intimidation from under that fedora. The sense of mystery the detective has, because that trench coat could be holding any clues. This is where the narration and smooth jazz begins. Interviewing the castle guards, Rainbow takes the bad cop role immediately by jumping into action, to which the guards respond by promptly pointing her out as the prime suspect. Rainbow Dash's freak out, however, gave way to Rarity, the femme fatale herself, with even the classic small netted hat. In the old movies, the femme fatale was more often than not at the center of the mystery, bringing it into the detective's attention and their office, but Rarity, being both detective and femme fatale, while foreshadowed by her sweet-talking of the delivery pony at the beginning of the episode, was a fun bit of humor, taking the twist on a classical genre. Her rapid-fire questioning of the guards was also entertaining in a similar sense. The final change was into the plucky young assistant outfit with the ponytail of youth exuberance, as well as the cutesy dress with its bow and double skirt, creating the illusion of a young girl's short skirt with a secondary flowing layer to indicate maturity. This dress is revealed to be pink and maroon, only reinforcing the cutie but mature aspect of the dress. However, the wham moment for a Sherlock fan such as myself was at Cinnamon Chai's Cake and Tea Shop. What is it with equestrians and shops that sell two things, quills and sofas, cake and tea? But it is in the background that the shock came. A clear Sherlock and Watson pairing. The cutie mark on the Sherlock pony was a bee, which is amazing for several reasons. First, it is a reference to how in the books when Sherlock Holmes retires, he becomes a beekeeper. It is also a reference to the power of a bee itself, which is able to pick up very subtle hints in the air to find its goal, this being honey. A bee will fly up to 4 miles from its home to find what it is looking for, and likewise Sherlock will go just about any length to find a culprit. The cutie mark is a good representation both of his personality and talents in a very well-rounded way. At first, I couldn't figure out why Watson Pony had what appeared to be a pony smiley face, but then it hit me. It is an emoticon! In the BBC, Sherlock, John Watson is a blogger that records his adventures with Sherlock Holmes, but then I shook my head because it is Watson's job to make Pony smile. He was a doctor long before he met Sherlock, and the doctor's goal is to make patients feel much better. It was also fascinating to me that Sherlock was a unicorn while Watson was an earth pony. It made sense, though. Sherlock could lift any clue without damaging the evidence, and Watson could have the stamina for war and the stamina for long operations. Also, yet another earth pony in the medical field makes me wonder. We have seen Applejack literally cause flowers to grow seconds after she has planted them, but could this growing power apply to ponies as well? Can an earth pony doctor make the pony's body heal faster? It would explain why, although the doctor at Ponyville Hospital that mended Rainbow Dash's wing was a unicorn, all the nurses were earth ponies. Nurses put a lot more work into caring for the sick in an hospital than in any other. I actually had to stop watching the show for a moment when I saw Sherlock had the black trench coat from the show on. Watson had on what looked like a bomber-style jacket, probably referencing the time he had spent at war, and probably a better choice than having his first appearance be in a jumper. I mean, wearing a sweater would really diminish his epicness in the background. As the second detective episode of the series, this one did better at setting up the foreshadowing to the mystery. Each clue gathered was related to a similar event that occurred earlier. Rarity's attention to detail made her a good candidate for the detective, and the way she played with the tropes of the genre, becoming each one as she worked, was fun to watch. After 2 stunning Rarity episodes in a row, well, stunned by background ponies within well-written Rarity episodes, I find myself appreciating the pale mare a bit more. Or do I just want that trench coat? This is Whisperface! Good night, Equestria.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna